This is Breanna Rutter from howtoblackhair.com, and I'm going to teach you how to do the crochet kinky twist hairstyle. When starting off, you have to develop your braid pattern base. This involves knowing how to cornrow braid, how to do kinky twist, as well as how to do crochet braids. So if you don't know how to do these steps, I suggest that you visit howtoblackhair.com for those appropriate hairstyling DVDs. Now, when braiding the very back of your head, you want to end with one tail end of a braid. That means every cornrow braid connects into the next braid. So as you see here, I connected the previous braid into the last cornrow, so that way when it's all said and done, you end with one tail end of a cornrow braid. After you finish braiding all the way to the tail ends, you're then going to sew your tail end of a braid down to your last cornrow braid. Make sure that you stitch the base of your braid so that it isn't lifted when you crochet your hair onto your braid pattern base. Do this by creating your needle and thread and wrapping the string around the needle twice and pulling through to create a knot. So you wrap it around twice, pull through to create a knot. Do this same technique over and over and over again as you sew completely down of your last braid that you created. Remember, this braid is sewn to the last cornrow braid you braided. This is the braid pattern of your crochet kinky twist hairstyle. You want your braids to go to the back and you want them to be sewn down, as well as leave out perimeter hair for your actual kinky twist. Remember, this is an advanced hairstyle. If you don't know how to kinky twist, I suggest that you visit howtoblackhair.com to check out the kinky twist DVD. So you're using 3 locks of hair and you're positioning your fingers around the hair so that you can actually begin braiding. Your dominant hand you want to twirl underneath, and you want to pinch that portion of leg of braid there so that you can actually begin braiding. Grab all of your real hair and add it to one leg of your braid, and then make sure that you're turning your hand outward that has 2 legs. Insert the index of your other finger and grab the leg that's underneath to begin braiding. You're going to do this back and forth depending on which hand has 2 legs of a braid. So the hand that has 2 legs, you rotate it outward, insert the index of your other finger to grab the leg that's underneath your actual legs of your braid. Continue this process back and forth, and then as you're braiding, you're going to also begin twisting once you've braided down far enough. So you want to braid enough to where it doesn't unravel. You want to grab the 2 legs in the middle, cross them over one another, and then 2 strand twists. This ensures that you don't have a gap or opening right where the braid ends and the twist begins. Just make sure to twist 2 strand twisting all the way to the very ends to complete your kinky twist braid. And remember, kinky twists are done around the perimeter, but for your braid pattern, you're going to actually crochet your Marley braiding hair or your kinky twist braiding hair onto your braid pattern base. So insert that plastic beader and then put the hair through the opening of the beader. Once you do that, you're going to hold the hair but slide the beader out of your cornrow braid. When you slide it out, you're going to remove the beader, open up the hair, loop the hair through once, and then you're going to 2 strand twists. This is how you create your kinky twist onto your braid pattern base. So loop it through once again, add some braiding hair, loop the beader back out, and then begin looping the hair through once, and then you're going to 2 strand twist that section as well. This process is very unique because when you're ready to take down your hair, it's going to be able to be uninstalled in less than half the time, because all you would have to do is cut the kinky twist off of your cornrow braids or literally unravel your cornrow braids to remove this look. When twisting to the ends to ensure that both legs are going to end at the same point, you're going to share hairs from another leg if necessary. When curling your ends, use cold wave water rollers. These are about a 4 to a half inch in size. You're going to roll the very tips on the roller, and then you're going to roll the tips against the hair to ensure that the ends are nice and tucked within themselves. After you do this, grab your plunger and make sure you connect it on the other side before you actually hot water seal your hair. You don't have to roll the curlers all the way up the length of the hair because you simply only need to curl the ends. So we're curling about a 1/4 of the length of the actual kinky twist. Once you pull it out the water, make sure you have your dry towel ready to squeeze out all of the water to release all of the steam as well, because you don't want to burn yourself. Now unravel the curlers above the towel, gently detangle your fingers through your curls, and snip off the frayed ends if necessary. Once you're all finished, this is the completed look of the crocheted kinky twist hairstyle. This is such a cool spin on a traditional kinky twist because you are braiding kinky twist around the perimeter of your head, but the actual center of your head has cornrows with kinky twist attached to them. This is going to make taking it down so much easier, and you don't have to sit for long to get this installed, or you don't have to have a long process of taking down your hair as well. This is a style you can do where you're actually putting a braided type of ponytail at the top, but you're simply just pinning it down with bobby pins instead of using a hair tie. You just overlap sections of hair over one another to create a large braid, and then you're using bobby pins. This is the braided bang area where you're going to take the hair, you're going to braid it, loop it around itself, and then pin bobby pins while all of the kinky twists are cascading over your shoulders. When you're ready to take it down, simply cut where you're comfortable. So if you know for sure where your real hair ends, cut well below the ending of your hair and then gently remove the extensions from your real hair. This ensures that you will not damage your hair in the process. You can also remove the hair off of your braids by simply cutting above the knot where your kinky twists are and unraveling them. Or you can take the whole kinky twist off by unlooping it from your braid pattern base if you want to use these kinky twists again. So once again, you can cut all of your twists and simply unloop the knots that are on top of your cornrow braids. At this point, you could also unravel your cornrow braids to release all of your twists. So this is a technique that you can do to take down your hair. You can also unloop them individually from your braids if you like, or you could simply just cut the kinky twist off right above the knot. This is my most preferred way because look how fast you're able to unravel an entire row of kinky twists. Thanks for watching the Crochet Kinky Twist tutorial. For updates on new hairstyling tutorials, follow me on Instagram at Breanna Rutter.